It's basically off them shooting a single leg, and we're not gonna do the full thing here because I've shown this a handful of times, and it's really hard to there's a lot of small details all in one thing. So we're just gonna work on what I call a keylock. So it's gonna be just basically grabbing my own shin ankle area, and I'm gonna be hipping down into his shoulder, putting as much pressure as I can. So he's in, takes a real good shot on me. First thing I gotta do is somehow get this head down. Doesn't really matter how you do it. You can step back and dive out. You can head pressure, pushing down the head probably works the best, but sometimes I suck at that. So, kind of step back out here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab. I usually grab my shoe, best grip there. Then big thing, this foot is just gonna be, I'm gonna be lifting all my weight. The only post I have on the mat is this foot. Everything else is right on top of him. I'm not gonna be sitting here on my knees and everything. He doesn't really feel any pressure there. Another big thing, see where his lock is right above my knee?
Turn it.
That stops me from doing just about everything. So when I'm putting this pressure down, I'm gonna pop that out, and as soon as this knee gets above, his lock gets below my knee, there's so much more pressure on his shoulder. He goes from not being able to move anywhere. So he's there, he's feeling pretty good. All I'm doing is I'm hipping down, pushing that out, and then this knee is pointing way out in the opposite direction, like almost with his head. A lot of times that's gonna happen, that lock's gonna break. So we're just gonna work on that portion for it right now. Then there's a handful of other things that you can do from there. I'll go over it a couple more times, but that's this section here. So he's on in a good single. Even if it's a high crotch, I hit that from there too a lot. He's there on a high crotch. All I'm gonna do, throw on the inside, and step out. So here, I have this shin, all right? Kind of bringing my hip into him, and then beating that lock, putting all my weight into him. I want to make sure his head stays on the mat. I want a bunch of pressure on this shoulder. That really makes everything really hard for him. Really hard to move. Does not feel comfortable either. So this is kind of like it's a frustrating thing, like kind of hard to learn, but once you get it, it's pretty easy.
I think a really good tip too is when he's on a single and you got your keylock, so a single keylock, this back leg is supplying all that pressure for him. So that's into the mat, and his knee's not on the mat.
Yeah, his knee's close, I can kind of run him over.
Yeah, like I said, this is going to be the only post I got. Only thing touching the mat. Like, he's on the mat, and that one foot that I had is on the mat. Everything else is right on his shoulder. And I don't want it like right here on his shoulders where it's easy for him to carry. I want it kind of right on this edge, right where it's kind of pulling it out. It doesn't feel good. It kind of hurts. Yeah. So just play with that a little bit. You know, a lot of people around here help you out. So one.